Greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's your girl D from this thing called life. And today we are going to do a quick recap of last night's show with Barbara Grant Kelly. She, oh my goodness, she dropped so many nuggets, but this is just going to be a quick recap. Feel free to go to our YouTube page. You can find us at bit.ly TTCL channel. I had to think about that because I was about to give you all um, something different. So I apologize for that. But if you want to go to our YouTube, it is bit dot ly slash, that's the part I was trying to remember, TTCL channel, and you will be able to join us, look at our previous shows or what have you. So and then if you opt to join us on our Facebook pages, you can go to bit ly, and we're not going to be on here long at all. bit.ly slash Kee and I life. And then that way you will connect to our show page. But as you see scrolling across the bottom, this is just a quick recap of last night's show where we talked about where there's life, there's hope. And when you talk about, just going to go straight in, the question was asked, what she started out with, what is addiction? And the answer was an enthusiastic devotion to something that causes disruption in our lives. That does not always mean alcohol. That does not always mean drugs. That could be anything. It could be self-harm. It could be overeating. It could be gambling. It could be anything. So, anything that brings a disruption, a major disruption, and you're devoted to that thing, that is when you are looking at addiction. The next thing that Barbara kind of hit at was, when the pain of staying in a situation outweighs the pain of leaving a situation, that is when a person is truly ready to get the help that they need. That is when a person is at the place of, okay, I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to lose whatever the situation may be. I don't want to be in a situation where I am completely and totally vulnerable. So with that being the case, we need to, really look at things from the perspective of the addict. The next thing that was kind of hit on, and I'm not going to summarize the whole show because there was just way too much awesome information given. One of the other things that was like, what leads an addict to want to get clean? And the answer was when a person finally hits a certain level of honesty with themselves, and that's with anything, that is with anything in life. A person, when they finally hit rock bottom, and or when they finally wake up and realize, okay, this is not going to work for me. What when a person gets honest with themselves, that is when things will change for them. The next thing that we kind of hit on was that was the actual, listener question, was how can a spouse or a loved one help deal with addiction, help with the person that is in the addiction or dealing with the addiction? It's like they must take care of themselves first. First and foremost, you've got to make sure that you're okay. Because if you're not okay, nothing else that happens will be okay. And, the question came up where, well, how do you provide support to the person with the addiction? It's like you find ways to empower them and not enable their addiction, whether it's chemical dependency, whether it's self harm, regardless of what the addiction may be. Um, then we kind of hit on relapsing. And the one thing is that I loved her response. I love this response. It's like, why did you relapse? Because recovery is hard. Recovery is truly one day at a time. And sometimes it only takes that one relapse to take a person back down a road that they fought so hard to get away from. But if we remember and we encourage them and let them know, look, we all fall. We all fall short. We all have things that we deal with, but you can't get stuck because of this one situation. You got to get yourself back up and dust yourself off and realize that everything is going to be okay. We're just starting over. We've got a new day one, and just keep it pushing. And the last thing that I want to hit before because like I said, this was going to be a quick recap, was how do you find the help? Are there places out there where you can get help? Now, one of the things that Barbara actually tested for herself was texting 741-741, and then she got an immediate response. She got an immediate phone call. So if you find yourself in a crisis, if you know someone that is in a crisis situation and you don't feel like they will talk to you, text that number, give the phone to them, and let them talk to whomever's on the other end, because sometimes it just really takes having somebody to listen. Sometimes that's all it takes. So if you know somebody that's in a crisis, or if you're not able to talk to a person, text 741-741, and there will be an immediate connection made from the other end. And then there is an app that is on the Apple Play, in the Google Play Store and on Apple, called Not Okay, NOT Okay. It's just a downloadable app where you put your most trusted contacts, your tribe, whatever you want to call them, into that app. And all you have to do is push Not Okay. And then you will be connected. They will contact your tribe for you. They will reach out. There's a locator on it. It is not just for suicidal individuals. It is for anyone that needs help. There is a piece for veterans. There's a piece for those that are suicidal. There's a piece for those that just simply need to talk. So, those are, and then she mentioned a website, Therapy for Black Women. So these are some avenues when you are dealing with children, when you're dealing with loved ones, especially right now during the holidays, when you're dealing with people who are dealing with different situations due to the pandemic, be it, wondering how they're going to feed their families, keeping a roof over their heads, getting medication, whatever the situation may be. There are resources available. Again, text 741-741 if you know somebody that needs help immediately. If they need to talk to somebody immediately, do not delay. Please contact them, because We would much rather have them talk to somebody and relieve that pressure, get that stuff off of them and out of them by talking it out than to have another hashtag with a RIP in front of them. So, for those of you that are just coming on, thank you for joining. But I'm about to sign off. This was just a quick recap of last night's show. And I appreciate you taking the time to join me. And I hope and pray that you all have a blessed and safe holiday. And we will see you all next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on this thing called life. Take care.